Hi, welcome to the Christian and Tiffany channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to choose the best coaching type for your needs. So I think there's a lot of questions out there that people have on coaching. What's a life coach? What's an entrepreneurial coach? What's a business coach? What's a leadership coach? And there's, it just kind of goes. There's so many of them. So today we're going to be talking about all the different various types, not all of them, but most of them, of the different various types of coaching types that are out there and how it might fit your needs. Yeah. So let's dive into life and personal coach. So most of us have heard of Tony Robbins, who he is, that he's done life coaching. It's been around for, probably 25 years now in the mainstream. You see it on Good Morning America, and you see lots of posts about it in schools out there. So what is life coaching? Life coaching is really looking at the internal aspect of who you are and empowering you to make decisions for change on your personal lifestyle, whether it's time management, maybe it's making decisions faster, getting more focused. They're really going to dive into the person of you, helping you make those decisions.
Very good. Yeah. The next one is leadership or business coaching. And so business coaching is very specifically helping people that have businesses to grow their businesses. So it's less about their internal potential and more about the potential of their business and helping them take their business to the next level.
Good.
Leadership coaching often is business coaching, but it also includes non-business type leadership. So if you have a nonprofit, if you're involved in a church, really if you're an influencer at any level and you want a coach that's going to help you extend your influence and really use your potential to grow the people that you are responsible for leading, then a leadership coach is also for you. Absolutely. Then there's executive coaching. Yep. And that's for your high-level business corporation type coaching.
C-level suite people.
Yes, absolutely. And so a coach for an executive would come in and say, okay, you have a lot of responsibility. You are a leader of leaders who are leading leaders. There's so many dynamic levels within the organization. So an executive coach is really a high-level coach that helps you grow not just a small business, but a larger corporation.
Yep. Absolutely.
What's next?
So we've got the employee internal coaching. And so just to kind of give a little bit about this, I worked for Capital One for a number of years. It was a great company, and they brought in employee coaches. So it was a line that you could call as an employee and set up these coaching calls. They were free. They paid for all of them, and they could help you get to the next level. Yeah. So by using them, it really kind of helped me focus in on where did I want to go to next and allow me to get 4 different promotions during my tenure there at Capital One. So I can't speak to enough to it. Like it was awesome. It was amazing. If you have the availability, if your organization provides that, use it. You'll love it.
Absolutely. Take advantage of it. Yeah. Great. So then the next thing would be performance or career coaching that is not initiated through your company, but that you seek out yourself.
Right.
So maybe I'm an employee and I want to do a better job and I want to grow and climb the ladder within my organization. I can privately hire a career coach or a performance coach that's going to help me grow in my performance within the organization that I'm a part of. Career coaches are also really helpful if you are looking to change careers or start careers. So, maybe you have a student that's in high school and they're trying to figure out what courses to take in college. Set them up with a couple of sessions with the career coach to really help them focus in on what they're passionate about, what their talents are, what they're gifted at, and really begin to develop what their career is going to be going forward.
Absolutely. The next type of coach is skills and specialty. Now, this runs a thin line with consulting, and a lot of times if you're getting this niched in to something specific, you are going to have to put on that coaching hat and say, okay, now I'm putting on my consulting hat, because a consultant is going to give advice to the situation instead of just empowering the individual to make the decision. So I've got one friend by the name of Adam Jennings, and I think his company is Insight. You can find him on LinkedIn, but he was a CFO.
We'll link it in the description.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So he was a CFO, and he just has a knack for numbers and seeing a direction, what's going on with human capital, product, processes, and is really gifted in that area and can come in and help, smaller organizations under $10 million to really begin to diversify and grow their portfolio. So he comes in and he can coach, but he can also really consult.
He's an expert in the field.
Absolutely, he is.
Yeah. So skills coaching is what basically you're looking for an expert in the field where you want to grow in. They've been there, done there, and they can help you get there. Not every coach has to be an expert in your field.
Right.
Because ultimately the focus is just to help you get where you're going by internal searching.
Well,
right?
and let me just kind of just an example, right, of that is a lot of times we see 10% of something that's going on in our life. So let's say we have a decision, whether it's in life, leadership, executive, employee, we see 10%. A coach comes in and through asking questions helps us begin to see 100% of the perspective and all the pieces that we're missing. And because we've been in that business, it's ours, it's our life, or it's our business, or it's our leadership, we can use the giftings that are put inside of us to answer it if we could see 100% of the perspective. Right. So as the coach allows that and opens that for us, it empowers us to make the best decision possible for that circumstance.
Absolutely. And what a coach does is they facilitate in the process of you getting your thoughts about the subject and putting them into words. And once you put them into words, that brings so much clarity about what you're doing and where you're going.
Preach, girl.
So the next coaching type is an entrepreneurial coach. So this is a narrowed down niche, and this is for people that are wanting to start a business, start their own business. So an entrepreneurial coach is great because they're going to help you focus in on exactly what your business is going to be. They're going to help you narrow down your marketing strategies. They're going to help you really focus in on the heart of your business and help you get started. So if you, whether you're like multi-level marketing or you're trying to be a coach or you're starting your own car wash business, whatever it might be, this is a great coach to really help you narrow your focus so that you can move forward with clear direction.
And the thing with all these coaches is I like to think of it like languages. If you speak that language, you're going to relate to that person better. So an entrepreneurial coach is somebody that's had that flair and perhaps speaks that language. So they understand when you say, I want to monetize this, or I want to start split testing this marketing, they understand the verbiage, they know where you're going, they know what the direction is. Not that they're going to give you advice, but they know to ask the right questions because they speak that language.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, tell us about relationship coaching.
So relationship coaching, we have some great friends. I keep throwing out all these friends called relationship experts, but it's Scott and Abigail Doust. And,
and they're personally coaching us. So
they are personally coaching us.
We
and
love
so,
them.
It's just so good. They have a passion for marriage and relationships and people, and it's just evident in everything that they do, and they really help dial in that focus. Another one is Jeff with Your Enneagram Coach.
Jeff and Beth
they wrote
McLeod.
a book called Becoming Us. If you haven't read it, I really encourage you to read it. It's phenomenal, and it really helps identify the Enneagram number that you might have and how that relates to your spouse. And so they're really good at that. Just, it's so good. If you haven't read it, read it. I would encourage it.
So relationship coaching then is a focus on helping you with your relationships.
Yep.
So It really digs into the dynamics of relationships that may not even be struggling relationships, but maybe they're just stagnant. So like as a couple, you could do relationship coaching because you want to keep your marriage alive. You want to open dialogue so that you can keep growing in your relationship.
Or you might have problems because you're in business together. Well, not us.
You're talking about us?
No, not us. I'm just saying, I know lots of people that are doing business together now, and that opens up a whole new set of conflict that you've never experienced before.
Coaches are amazing. There's lots of coaches. So we actually, let's see, we have more.
Yes, health.
Health coaching. You talk about health coaching.
Okay, so health coaches. Health coaches are phenomenal. So you've got kind of the personal training coach that'll come with you and help you with diet. There's the actual overall health coach that might speak to a specific thing that's going on with you. There's the nursing certified coach, which can come beside you if you're dealing with like depression, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, cholesterol issues, right? So they can come in with the physician who's prescribing medicine, understand how that medicine's going to interact and give you a plan to begin to help make those lifestyle changes and work with your physician to get you off some of those medications as long as it's not genetic and all that kind of stuff. But there's lots of different aspects within health coach. I'm a former nurse, so I kind of speak that language a little bit.
I think primarily what you'll find is health and wellness, and these are coaches that are focusing on the whole health of your body, of your mind, of your soul, those sorts of things. There's also group or team coaching.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you'll see health coaching in a group coaching session or group coaching environment. Let's say, for example, you are trying to lose weight, or maybe you're training for a marathon, something along those lines. You might become a part of a coaching group where the coach really encourages everybody in the group towards that one goal or that one focus of weight loss or running a marathon or whatever it may be. And by doing it in a group session, you can really encourage each other. You kind of have that that camaraderie and that accountability. And it also just opens up you're more willing maybe to share if you see that other people might be dealing with the same thing that you are. There's also team coaching, where you can bring in a coach to actually coach your team that you're responsible for. So within a business, again, this is that kind of internal coaching.
Right.
But even, within other environments, if you have a team of people that are working together towards the same goal, you can bring in a coach to really help everybody get on the same page and moving forward in the same direction.
So good, so good. So today we've talked about how to choose the best coaching types for your individual needs. So depending on where you're at in the gamut of these things, it might be multiple, and coaches can do multiple different things as well, but it's learning to pick those ones. So we want to encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes.
Ring the bell for notifications. We'll drop a couple of the links that we talked about here in the video.
In the description.
In the description below. If you're seeing this on LinkedIn, jump onto our YouTube channel. We've got a lot of great good content. Sounds like a book. I got some great good content down there. That's right. That's out there. And we'd love for you to be a part of what we're doing as we dive into leadership and everything coaching.
Email us at info@christianandtiffany.com if you have any questions, thoughts, or suggestions.
Yeah.
Also, if you have listened to this and you're like, I need that life coaching, or I need that health coaching, or that business coaching, or whatever it may be, I encourage you to just do a search and look up some coaches, and we'll do another video about how to really select the right coach. But what I will say is that a good coach will give you a free session to start out. So just give it a try. Set up an appointment, meet with the coach, get a feel for it. If you make a connection with the coach, then I promise you it will change your world.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.